Hey everyone, welcome back. Do you find yourself often overwhelmed by your emotions? Emotions are an important part of who we are. They add color to our experiences and drive us to interact with the world around us. But sometimes our emotions can get the best part of us, causing us to lash out or shut down. Emotional stability is an important part of our mental health, allowing us to stay connected to our emotions, while still being able to function well in our daily lives. With that said, here are some signs that show you're emotionally stable. 1. Calm under pressure. Are you level-headed when faced with a challenge, or do you often panic? When faced with a stressful situation, emotionally stable people will remain calm and collected. In times of crisis, they are able to think clearly and rationally instead of letting their emotions get the better of them. While it's normal to feel stressed or anxious in certain situations, emotionally stable people are able to keep their cool and handle the situation at hand effectively. They have the ability to stay focused on the task at hand and make rational decisions without being clouded by their emotions. This allows them to navigate through difficult situations with ease and come out on top. So the next time you're faced with a stressful situation, take a deep breath, remain calm, and remember that it's just another hurdle to overcome. 2. Consistent mood. Do you experience sudden shifts in your mood? While it's normal to experience a range of emotions throughout the day, emotionally stable people tend to have a more consistent mood. They're less likely to experience extreme highs and lows and can maintain a relatively balanced emotional state. This doesn't mean that they're always happy or never sad, but rather that their emotions are more stable and less volatile. It also means that they are able to recover quickly from emotional setbacks and can bounce back from negative experiences more easily. This consistency in mood is a sign of emotional stability because it shows that you're able to regulate your emotions and keep them under control. 3. Self-aware. Are you aware of your emotions? One of the signs of emotional stability is self-awareness. Emotionally stable people are aware of their emotions and how they affect their thoughts and behaviors. They understand their strengths and weaknesses and take responsibility for their actions. They were able to reflect on their emotions and experiences and use that knowledge to make positive changes in their lives. Self-awareness is essential for emotional stability because it allows you to understand and manage your emotions effectively. When you're aware of your emotions, you're able to respond to them in a healthy way instead of reacting impulsively. Emotionally stable people are also self-aware in social situations. 8. They're able to read the room and understand the emotions of those around them. This allows them to respond appropriately and build strong relationships. Overall, self-awareness is a key component of emotional stability, and it's something that everyone can strive for. With practice and reflection, you can become more aware of your emotions and how they affect you and those around you. If you find this video relatable so far, please give the video a like and subscribe. It really helps us grow. For healthy relationships. Do you have strong connections with others? Healthy relationships are an important part of emotional stability. Emotionally stable people are able to build and maintain strong, stable relationships with others. They are good listeners and communicators and can express their needs and feelings in a clear and respectful way. They also understand the needs and feelings of others and are able to show empathy and compassion. Emotionally stable people are also able to set boundaries and maintain their own identity within relationships. They do rely on others for their happiness and are able to give and receive love and support. Building healthy relationships takes time and effort, but the rewards are worth it. Emotionally stable people understand the importance of nurturing relationships and making time for the people who matter most to them. By investing in their relationships, they create a support system that helps them through difficult times and celebrates their successes. If you have emotionally stable relationships in your life, you're fortunate. Nurture those relationships and appreciate the positive impact they have on your life. 5. Positive self-esteem. How do you feel about yourself? Having a positive self-esteem is an important sign of emotional stability. Emotionally stable people have a positive self-image and believe in their own abilities. They're confident without being arrogant and humble without being self-deprecating. They understand their strengths and weaknesses and accept themselves for who they are. Positive self-esteem is important for emotional stability because it helps you develop a sense of identity and self-worth. When you believe in yourself, you're more likely to be able to handle difficult situations and bounce back from setbacks. Emotionally stable people also have a positive self-esteem because they're able to recognize their own worth. They know that they deserve love and respect and won't settle for anything less. Developing a positive self-esteem takes time and effort, but it's important for emotional overall health. 6. Resilience. Are you quick to pick yourself back up after a setback? Emotionally stable people are resilient in the face of adversity. They understand that setbacks and failures are a natural part of life and don't let them get them down. When faced with challenges, they remain calm and level-headed and focus on finding solutions. They don't dwell on the negative and are quick to forgive themselves and others. Resilience is an important part of emotional stability because it allows you to bounce back from setbacks and move forward. It means being able to adapt to changing circumstances and keep moving forward even when things are tough. Emotionally stable people are resilient because they have a positive self-image and believe in their ability to overcome challenges. They do and let their emotions get the better of them and are able to think clearly and rationally when faced with adversity. 7. Thoughtful. Are you someone who thinks before they react? Thoughtfulness is another sign of emotional stability. Emotionally stable people take the time to think before they speak or act. They consider the consequences of their words and actions and make decisions based on logic and reason rather than impulse or emotion. This doesn't mean that they're cold or unemotional. In fact, it means that they have a strong sense of self-awareness and emotional regulation. Emotionally stable people are able to take a step back and assess a situation before reacting. This allows them to make thoughtful and well-informed decisions that are in their best interest. They're also able to communicate their thoughts and feelings in a clear and concise way, which helps to prevent misunderstandings and conflict. Thoughtfulness is an important trait for emotional stability because it allows you to take control of your emotions and reactions. When you take the time to think before you speak or act, you're less likely to say or do something you'll regret. You're also more likely to be able to find creative solutions to problems and make thoughtful decisions. 8. Empathy for others. Do you find yourself understanding the feelings of others? While having a strong sense of self is important for emotional stability, it's also important to be able to understand and empathize with the feelings of others. Emotionally stable people are able to put themselves in someone else's shoes and understand their perspective. They're able to listen without judgment and offer support and understanding. They're also able to set boundaries and not let other people's emotions control their own. Empathy is an important part of emotional stability because it allows you to build strong relationships and navigate social situations effectively. When you're able to understand and share in the feelings of others, you're able to build trust and rapport. You're also able to respond in a way that is sensitive and appropriate to their needs. However, it's also important to remember to have boundaries and not let other people's emotions consume your own. Emotionally stable people are able to do this by taking a step back and assessing the situation objectively. 9. Accountability. Do you take responsibility for your actions? Another sign of emotional stability is accountability. Emotionally stable people are accountable for their actions and don't blame others for their mistakes. They understand that everyone makes mistakes and take responsibility for their own behavior. They also apologize when they're wrong and make amends when necessary. Accountability is an important part of emotional stability because it allows you to learn from your mistakes and grow as a person. When you're able to take responsibility for your actions, you're able to move forward and make positive changes. You're also able to build trust and respect with others when you're honest and upfront about your mistakes. Emotionally stable people are accountable because they have a strong sense of self-awareness and empathy. They understand the impact of their actions on others and are willing to make amends when necessary. 10. Adaptability. Are you flexible with changes to your schedule? Adaptability is an important part of emotional stability. Emotionally stable people are able to adjust to changes and uncertainties without becoming overwhelmed or falling into emotional chaos. They are able to remain calm and level-headed in the face of unexpected events and make rational decisions based on the available information. This allows them to navigate through difficult situations with relative ease and emerge even stronger on the other side. Adaptability is an important part of emotional stability because it allows you to cope with the inevitable changes and uncertainties of life. It means being able to roll with the punches and make the best of a bad situation. Emotionally stable people are adaptable because they have a positive mindset and a willingness to embrace new experiences. They understand that change is a natural part of life and are able to adjust accordingly. Have you noticed any of these signs in yourself or others? Let us know in the comments below if you found this video helpful. Be sure to like and share this video with those who might benefit from it. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell for more content. All the references used are added in the description box below. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.